Hey guys, I'm going to be talking about a very sociable and colorful fish, otherwise known as the parrotfish. Now, as you can see, the parrotfish is actually a very colorful fish. It can range in a variety of colors. The parrotfish's color range can be red to green, blue to yellow, from black to gray to brown. And actually, this isn't my favorite picture of it. This is my favorite picture of it. I love it because in a lot of these pictures of the parrotfish, it just looks like it's smiling all the time. Most parrotfish are around 12 to 20 inches long, however, the largest species can get up to 4 feet long. Not only are they really colorful, like that of a parrot, but they also have teeth that are fused together, kind of like that of a beak. Where they get their name is because of their teeth. Now, these teeth are incredibly strong, and they play a major role in their feeding habits. These fish are primarily found in tropical climates or subtropical climates, and their primary food is algae. They live around coral reefs, so their teeth are specialized for scraping off the algae and invertebrates on the coral and rocks around them. Now, while they're going after this algae, which is their primary food source, they end up eating the coral too. Their very strong teeth crunches into the coral. And not only do they have their fused beak-like teeth, in the back of their throat they have pharyngeal teeth. The pharyngeal teeth are used to crush the coral and ingested material. These teeth then reduce the coral to very fine granules, and parrotfish don't actually have stomachs, but they have very long intestines. Most parrotfish are brightly colored like this. There's assumed to be about 90 species that swim around coral reefs. However, because their colors change as they mature, many years ago it was hard to tell whether a species was the same as another species, because if it was older, it'd be a different color. So it was previously thought there was over 300 species of parrotfish, but the current number is at 90. Now, most parrotfish are actually born as females, but can change into males later in their lifetime. This change happens only as needed if there's a shortage of males. It's a great adaptation to survive. Females tend to be not as bright, and males tend to be much bigger with brighter colors. And yes, when they change to males, they change colors, and normally only the bigger females change to males. Parrotfish are very sociable, so they travel in schools during the day, and the schools are normally around 40 individuals. Normally a school has a dominant male, otherwise known as the super male, and females often fight over being around the dominant male at various times. And other males often challenge each other for the overall dominance of the school. In schools, the smaller, younger fish are typically in the middle, and then the larger fish surround them. Very close, sociable, and secure family. When parrotfish spawn, it normally occurs in shallow water. The females can release thousands of eggs into the water, and then the males will fertilize them with their sperm. The eggs attach to the plankton, where they remain until they're hatched. Now, as you may already be aware of, many coral reefs around the world are not as developed as they used to. This is a result of pollution, overfishing, coastal development, and global warming. And the fact that parrotfish rely on the coral reefs for their survival is not a good combination. Not only are the habitats for parrotfish at risk, but actually their individual lives are at risk for overfishing in many parts of the world. In some countries, the meat of a parrotfish is considered a luxury, and in certain cases in history, it was only served to the king. Now, this brings us back to the good thing that the females can turn into males, because since the males are larger, they're more vulnerable to overfishing. And the males are considered prize catches. Well, I mean, they're pretty, but I personally think they're much prettier alive. Now, if the dominant male is removed from a school of parrotfish, now the largest female has to then change into a male in order for the school to survive. The parrotfish has these really large, thick scales, which depending on the species can be strong enough to stop a spear. Now that's good protection against spearfishing, but scuba divers have found a different way to catch the parrotfish. Since parrotfish are active at night, they sleep. When they settle down, they go in between the coral and they cover their body in this transparent mucus-like membrane. Well, a few species of parrotfish do. It's thought that this membrane is good at masking the scent of the parrotfish, thus protecting it from predators. It's also thought that the transparent mucus protects it from parasites. When parrotfish sleep at night, they sleep very soundly. It's hard to wake them up. So divers have discovered that they can go diving during the night with underwater flashlights, search through the coral reef, and just grab these sleeping parrotfish. These notorious underwater fishers can eliminate a whole coral reef population of parrotfish in just one night. Overfishing is a major problem because, as mentioned, parrotfish play a major role in keeping the algae down in coral reefs. If there's less parrotfish, then the algae is liable to take over a coral reef and affect its community. When parrotfish digest the coral that they've just ingested, it goes through their long intestine and then they excrete it as white sand. Yes, the majority of sand on white sand beaches around the Caribbean and other parts of the world is the result of parrotfish poop. Now, parrotfish produce tons and tons of coral sand each year. If you've ever been to a white sand beach, that's what you're laying on. Studies have shown that one 18-inch parrotfish can produce up to 700 pounds of sand each year. I hope you enjoyed learning about the parrotfish. I hope I've made you interested into looking up more information about the parrotfish, and just in case, I provided some links below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like it or subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down below. Bye!